You gotta make me something to eat. I'm fucking starving. All right. All right, I'm live. Yeah, I didn't go live yesterday. I forgot. Why the fuck did I just go live? Didn't I just say I was hungry? Oh Jesus. I was I I was supposed to go live yesterday for some. Oh no, we did the classes and we wanted to say something. Oh shit. Oh shit. I forgot. Let me just get my shit together. Babe, I think I'm gonna bring a maid to come in and clean real good. Well, you don't have a housewife, you have an apartment wife. Not the way I want. I just don't want to do it. Grand Rising. My God, this young guy is so pretty. Oh, we wanted to talk about the silver bullet, didn't you? Yeah. The okay, I'm about to start talking, man. Just trying to move something. Oh, all my shungite dried and it's nice and clean now. Make some bags for the water. Okay. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grounded and Gus. We have been in class 4 days, doing classes. And thank goodness, hold on. Wait, hey, did you see what I did with my back brace? It's still in the car. Shit. All right. Okay, so we've been doing a lot of cases lately, like a lot from around the whole country. And we've been finding that we really hate Florida. Um, I know Florida has this code where the landlord is supposed to pay your. Oh my God, this Shanghai is so beautiful. Sorry, I'm obsessed with crystals, but so easily distracted. I'm like a dog. Leave this fucking Shanghai alone. So we know that this code in Florida, 8349, I believe, states that the landlord is supposed to pay your rent or the landlord is supposed to set up an account for you to give you interest or whatever. But there is another thing that a landlord can do in Florida. And I am coming across leases with these landlords knowing they supposed to do the other shit and signing documents not to. So there was that. And then, babe, what was the other thing about Florida? We was just all night with that. Florida blocked them from something else too, right? Was it North? No, it was Florida. We said we wasn't gonna take no more Florida cases because of it. Damn, I forgot. I gotta go back and think about it. But the bar association. Oh, you know what it was? Florida. A lot of Florida cases. The landlords are representing their self. So one of the strategies is moot. And I'm like, damn. It's like they thought of all the ways that we would use these documents for our benefit, and then they came up with a way to creep it out. That's all I could. These states are disgusting. I don't even know which word I'm supposed to use. The shit that they be doing, and then they like, I don't know, everything you looked up for the to sue, they had a reason why you couldn't do that, right? Yeah, I find that
I talk about Tony a lot because Tony thought being a white man,
he could do that shit
and
and
North
won't have no
Carolina,
problem.
he thought, right is right. You know what I mean? And he went down to DC and found out that ain't no fucking right.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that.
Put
that shit in the backyard. Yeah. Now we into that later. I gotta clean your mess up right here. You were supposed to clean these the other day.
But you learn how this thing actually works. There's a difference between the dream and the reality. No one talks about the American reality. We only talk about the American dream. Because once you wake up from the dream, you face with the reality. And nobody wants to do that. Instead, we go back to sleep, keep dreaming.
So we had a client this week, and we went through the whole case with this client. We were doing our work. We went almost 45 minutes over the time limit trying to help this person, and I thought everything was well. The strategy that we came up with was fine. And at the end, the person said, "Oh, you didn't do the process somebody else did?" And I said, "No, I did my own process." And she said, "Oh, I should have asked you that first." And then I'm sitting here thinking, if you have people telling you to do all of these processes and they ain't working, but I did a process that worked and I could prove to you, and you got the damn court on the phone saying what I'm telling you is true, do you still want the process? Right?
I think that's what people are. Okay, so that's what we were talking about. Silver bullet. Okay. I don't know if they can hear, but
I think they can hear you, baby. I don't know. Go
ahead. Because we're talking about the dream, the American dream. In the dream world, right? You can jump from building to building. You can move faster than bullets. When you're in the dream world, it's a lot of things that are possible, right? But in reality, when you wake up, there's a lot of limitations.
Your ass can only walk, you cannot fly.
Right?
And you cannot jump high. So you still want to...
I think that because we are Americans, let's just call it what it is. I don't give a shit what you think you are. You're an American. You live here. You were socialized here. So your idea of the reality is from here. So whether you like it or not, the American dream is embedded in you. And you are living it out. Part of that dream is instantaneous gratification from somebody else doing something for me. That's part of capitalism at the top. I'm a king.
That's all we know here.
That's all we know. Every last one of us are the king. We don't live in a land where there's a king and there's a people. And no. We are a king. Give me what I want now. McDonald's serve me now. I press the button, make it happen now.
I'm loving it.
But that's how listen, guys, this is what the reality is. However, all of the problems that we have as a people, as a nation, as a big old business, is from that very same thing. It's from the ideas that we carry that are disconnected from reality. And wherever there's a disconnection from reality and you're still in dreamland, you're going to have problems. So we keep coming across Americans who believe that if I take a class for 90 minutes, when I'm done, the button will be pressed and my life will be perfect.
Is that how it works?
If I just get so-and-so's class and apply their remedy to my life.
Because look how they living. Look at that high-rise building that nigga living in for free.
So all I gotta do.
Hold on. For everybody who's looking at other people's lives and saying, "Oh, it's so easy to do it like that." I don't know one. I know Manta ain't tell y'all that shit was easy because he did that shit for a year before he even succeeded in anything. So just because he's living this high-end lifestyle that we all are supposed to be living, you still gotta do the fucking work. You gotta do the work. That shit.
There's no silver bullet.
That you don't want to.
We keep saying it. There's no one shot. There isn't. It doesn't exist.
And can y'all please stop calling me, asking me about Manta process? Y'all do know that post y'all saw. I posted that shit all over the internet. Ask me about me. Stop asking me about somebody else's process. You asked me about Grounded and Gus process. The processes that work and don't work with us. Don't text me or inbox me or call me about some other man's process. I'm not that man. And I feel like it's a lot of conflict trying to be put in place, asking me about other people's processes and templates. I don't do templates. I teach you. I'm going to teach you how to do your own damn template. That's so fucking ridiculous.
I heard somebody else say the same thing. I'm not trying to give you fish. I'm trying to teach you how to fish. Right. And I'm gonna tell you what. For those people who embody the dream, I won't even pick on nobody. I would say the dream. For those dreamers out there, they do not want to learn how to fish. They don't want to. If you try to teach them, they're gonna get mad at you. I don't want to learn how to do stuff for myself. I want to press the button and I want it to pop out the ground. Thin air. That's what I want.
Sorry.
And unfortunately, we cannot help you if that's your mindset. Yeah, so if you're not able to deal with reality, just stop. Don't come. Because we don't offer dreams. We don't sell dreams.
We sell strategy.
To deal with reality.
Period. Strategies is all we sell. Strategies are the alternate way to think.
To deal with reality, the real shit. That's all we do.
But other than that, man, we've been really doing well with these classes. We've met some wonderful and intelligent people. I told you we got a couple of couples that blew us away with their intellect. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all we gotta do is get them numbers up. Some thinking niggas. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's what they call each other. I don't care. They gonna stop calling each other niggas when they stop working for people and paying rent. Oh, what else happened? We went on a date last night to Denver and sorry, I'm so good. We went on a date to Denver and we went to Papa Do's and we said, look, we're gonna get everything we want in here. I don't care how much that shit costs. So that's what we did. We got everything.
Off my overtime.
Yeah, we did.
I wasn't too happy about it. I did those 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, and I did them weekends. That's where that overtime money came from. But that fucking Papa Do's, it wasn't worth the overtime.
Hold up, we got what was the appetizers, the entrees, this extra side, every fucking thing they brought us was disgusting. Every fucking thing they brought us was disgusting, and I said, "Oh no, oh my! I could have cooked dinner for $20." And we left there paying $120 for our motherfucking meal. That was deplorable.
One of our friends, who is a magician and cook,
she kind of fucked us up pretty for much.
She said something that was 100% true. She said, "How do you call what you're doing cooking food if all of the food you buy is from Walmart?"
Damn, I can bring a cat in this.
And I said, she's 1,000% correct. Because if we know these people are processing food products, food stuff, as they call it, but not actual nutrients grown from the ground that will keep you alive
And
for 120 years.
yeah,
That's what you're given. 120 years, not
that's a whole
46.
nother lesson. They don't know about that 120 years, bro.
Oh my bad. So anyway, the if you're not understanding that the reason why we so upset is because these people gave us Safeway rolls, Walmart.
Safeway hoagie rolls that they put in the oven as if it was their own creation.
Delicacy.
I could not believe that I put out $120 for that fuckery. Now, what I'm gonna do on Sunday, I'm gonna make a spread like you couldn't believe, and I'm gonna take pictures of that shit, and I'm gonna show y'all. This is $120 meal, niggas.
Well, we as we were sitting there eating it, we just to get deep as we do, we noticed that it ain't even the amount of food. It's the fact that the food is being grown without love, the fact that the food is being grown in a factory or in a fish tank, not in the sea.
Oh, that's why we went to Papa Do's.
We went for wild caught.
Right, we read that Papa Do's seafood comes
Wild
from Costa Rica.
Costa Rican.
So we drove
fish.
all the way there, and everything on that fucking menu was supposedly wild caught except for the fishes we wanted. So all the fish with a whole bunch of bones in it that I can't eat without choking to death was from the sea. Supposedly. They brought me a damn farm-raised, underdeveloped piece of fish, and I swear to God, Gus got mahi, and that shit tastes like chicken of the sea smoked.
Yeah.
So
if we saying all that to say that this stuff that we be telling y'all, it is deep and it is also very simple. You can't even enjoy a good meal because you refuse to be responsible for growing your own food and farming and commerce. The commerce side of growing your own food, we refuse. We want to press a button and we want the food to pop out the damn ground, and that's exactly what we got. We got instantaneous watermelons with no seeds, no nutrients in it, fish with no omega in it because it ain't never been in the sea. It's only been in a fish tank. That's what we got, guys. We got a dream of food. We don't have real food.
So I wanted to talk to y'all. My girlfriend sent me a video about Mississippi enacting a Jim Crow law, and everybody was crying. I guess I'm a little bit confused as to what the fuck Jim Crow is, who that nigga is, and what he gonna do. Why y'all crying? On one of the, do any of y'all know? I know it's saying there's 0 people on here, but we know they be lying.
Oh, ain't nobody on there?
They said that when we was talking 3 people live. Stop. Anyway, if any of y'all know what that Jim Crow law is and what that means, why is it so bad? All I know is my husband looked at the chart and he said, "Oh my God, babe, they trying to do this to you." You know what I mean? So I was like, that to me seems like another distraction to get me away from what I'm doing now. So I'm trying my best not to focus on what's happening in my bloodline. But if y'all know anything about that Jim Crow stuff, let me know. Because I'm just not familiar with it at all. I don't even know who he is.
What happens when you make a broad ruling on a larger scale, you don't put any infrastructure on the inside to make that ruling make sense? That's what Jim Crow was. It was all the little tiny rules they made between you and freedom. So the big rule said, "Hey man, you can't do that to them." No other rule was made. So it's
do what to them?
Make them work for free.
So they saying you can work for free now at Jim Crow law?
No.
I'm so confused with it.
The 13th Amendment.
They say we're not human. They're just telling y'all the truth. You're not human. You're special.
It said you are not allowed to be held captive anymore for no reason. But if given a reason, you can be held captive. But you just can't be held captive without reason.
So they can hang us
with reason.
With reason. Is that what that says in that law?
That's what it means, but I'm saying
I want to know what they're saying and what does that mean
Hold
of
on,
the interpretation?
The interpretation is you cannot be held in bondage for no reason at all. It has to be.
That's the Jim Crow law.
No, that's the 13th.
I'm asking you about Jim
Listen,
Crow.
I'm trying to get there. You have to understand what it. The law that they made that allowed you to be able to, that granted you the rights of a citizen, was the 14th, and then so the 13th and the 14th together effectively grant you the rights of a citizen, right? But the rights of a citizen are varied. For instance, one of the rights is carrying a firearm. Citizens have that right. Citizens can vote. Citizens can marry who they want. They can own land and own property. So when they said that, well, we're going to grant you the rights of a citizen, they did it from the macro level, from the federal level. But the state decides what the citizen's rights are. Every state you in will tell you, you can marry, hey, you want to get married, you want to marry a 12-year-old? You can do that in some states, in them southern states. But if you go up north and try that shit, no. So every state decides what its citizens' rights are. But no state decided what your rights were because you didn't have any. So no, there are no laws on the books for what your rights are. So then once they passed that overview, that big overarching law, they said, man, you can't hold them like that. That was it. It wasn't what it was what you can't do, but it wasn't no can. They can do this, they can do that. It wasn't no can. So all the southern states did was say, okay, cool. I can't hold you in bondage. You know what
And
else?
what are you saying in bondage as far as
slave, as a slave. Just working
okay,
for free.
so just slave, okay.
Right? So I can't do that to you no more because the big rule said I can't do it to you. But guess what? They didn't say anything else. So I'm gonna make up all the other stuff. When I walk down the street, if you see me coming, get out the way. You can't marry none of my women. You can't go to the school I go to. You can't talk when I'm talking. You can't look me directly in the face. You can't.
Is that what they say on the books?
These are all Jim Crow laws. Do you understand?
I need you to pull this shit up so I can read them say that.
You need a Jim Crow law.
I need to see it. Pull that shit up. I want them to say that I can't look at them in the face.
An example of a Jim Crow law in Mississippi.
According to Wikipedia, every person operating any public hall, theater, opera house, motion picture show, or any place of public entertainment or public assemblage which is attended by both white and colored persons shall separate the white race from the colored race, shall set apart and designate.
So, yes, that's what I want to get away from you motherfuckers. What's the problem?
So the Jim Crow law said you cannot come in the front door.
So fuck their front door.
So you have.
They cannot create without us. You're not listening. I'm asking why.
I'm trying to get you to understand. So, as a performer, as Rihanna, you go to the Super Bowl. You perform at the Super Bowl. When you get off of the stage, you go into the back door and out into the parking lot.
But guess what? If Rihanna dumbass still accept that, that's on that bitch. This is a blessing for us. It's not a curse. They're crying because they can't sit next to white people and look them in the face and go in the front door. Create your own door. Y'all still going back to the same shit. That's what I was trying to find out. Why these niggas crying about this? So those white people say, I don't want y'all with us no more. I never wanted to be. Martin Luther King destroyed us with this shit. Think deeper. Think outside the box. Don't fucking call me with no crying shit because you can't look a white man in the face. That nigga shouldn't be able to look at me in my face. I'm a god and he on my planet. So if that's what you're saying, you can't be in the same anything with the white people. Good. The white people can't even build their own shit. They need us to create. They don't even know how to make structures. So don't cry over that shit. Embrace it.
Example of a Jim Crow law.
You're only crying about that shit because somebody told you to cry about it. I don't give a fuck about sitting next to them, and you shouldn't either. Why do y'all need to be submerged with somebody that's inferior to you? Why do you need their permission to be equal? You are not equal to them.
Okay, so 1864, Arizona. Miscegenation, sorry, miscegenation marriages between whites and black people / Indians
/ Indian. See? They know who the fuck you are. You ain't black, you an Indian.
were declared illegal and void. The word descendants does not appear in the text. In 1901, miscegenation revision in 1865 statute added the word descendants to the list of minority groups. Revised statute also stated that marriages would be valid and legal if they were contracted. Marriages would be valid if legal where they were contracted, but noted that Arizona residents could not evade the law by going to another state to perform the ceremony. So this is intermarried. These are Jim Crow laws. This is Arizona. Let me see. How about voting rights that require literacy? That's the Jim Crow law.
Literacy.
Yeah.
What? So you got to be white educated for you to vote because their literacy.
Right. You can't write things wrong or speak in your own language. You have to, the boys try to explain to them, if you just act like them, they will go.
Yeah, I ain't never acting like them, ever.
Hold on, California, 1850 California statute provided, no black, mulatto, Indian shall be allowed to give
They
evidence.
keep saying Indian. They keep correcting that fake shit they put on you, and they say Indian at the end, and y'all still calling yourself African American, and you fucking still calling yourself black. But they laws tell you exactly who you are, what you are, and why they scared of you, and you keep trying to be like them.
Let me stop.
No, go ahead. Fuck all that.
You see one example. I'm trying to give you an example. Okay, no black, mulatto, or Indian shall be allowed to give evidence in favor of or against a white man.
Cool, then just kill him. Yeah, I said that shit. If you can't give evidence for you,
18.
I don't. They just reenacted it then.
But they're not reenacting this. I'm giving you an example. You asked me for an example.
Well, hurry up. You're taking too long for me to get to my madness.
In China, California's constitution stated, no native of China shall ever exercise the privileges of an elector in a state.
Say that part again.
California's constitution stated that no native of China shall ever exercise the privileges of an elector in the state.
Is there any Chinese state officials in there? Or they still?
There are today, but this is you asking for Jim Crow law.
But that's smart. The reason why they didn't want the Chinese on the legislation
because they would vote their own people.
No, everybody first thought is these are horrible laws. But if you use your fucking common sense and think, stop being all up in your skin about racism and oh my God, something's being taken from me. It's gonna be acquired by any means necessary. You gonna take it or they gonna take it. Which one is it? Stop being bitches all the time. That's a smart ass law. Now China own all of us. We got China eggs, bitch. Why the fuck is our eggs not real? It ain't no real cabbage. It ain't no real eggs. And it's from China. Because Chinese people is on the fucking the docket of elected officials. But I'm so mad I can't talk, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Keep going. I agree with these fucking Jim Crow laws.
You stupid. All right, so 1877, so voting, that's in California. 1885, this is California too. Education of children of Negroes, Mongolians, and Indians must attend separate schools, later amended in 1864 to enable a separate school to be established on the written request of the parents of 10 such children. A less number may be provided for in schools in any other manner. So basically, if you got more than 10 undesirables, they got to have their own school. That's again, 1872 in California, alcohol sales are prohibited alcohol sales statute prohibited the sale of liquor to Indians. The act remained legal until its repeal in 1920. Let's see, voter rights, employment.
See, what they don't get is if you can't go in those white establishments, they can't come in yours. You get your privacy back.
That wasn't exactly it though.
So you saying they can go into our shit, but we can't go into theirs? Because that's when I'm gonna slit your throat. Come in.
That's no.
See, you keep going back to let's be obedient, let's do shit in
I'm
honor.
not doing anything. I'm not even talking. You're talking.
Go ahead.
During this time period, there was not equal coverage under the law. So whereas assault of a white person was assault of a non-desirable was not considered assault. You didn't have the same equal protections under the law. So yes, they could come into your shit. No, you could not go into.
That was an 1800.
Yeah.
Because I'm going into everybody's shit. That's why I'm in this house right now.
All right.
I'm just trying to figure out why everybody's so fucking scared. Why y'all
All
crying?
right. Let's try
What you
Colorado.
crying about?
Colorado.
Please, Jim Crow laws in Colorado. I want to see multiple ones.
Miscegenation marriage between Negroes, mulattoes, and white persons absolutely void. Penalty and fine of 50 to 550 or imprisonment between 3 months and 2 years or both.
That's so interesting because this whole fucking city of Colorado Springs is mulatto. It's mixed.
Passed. Okay. 1864 to 1908. All concerning miscegenation. School segregation was barred in 1876, and then segregation. Four laws protecting civil liberties were passed in 1930-57 when anti-miscegenation statute was repealed. So okay. So basically, when one law gets repealed, they make a new law that means the same thing.
So see if it trickled down to currently because ain't nobody been in prison. Everybody the fuck mixing up.
These four laws protecting civil liberties were between 1930 and 1957. So these are outdated. That's the whole idea.
All right, give me some more Jim Crow. See, Colorado, it really ain't that bad. That's all they had. It was that don't mix breed, and I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, again, don't mix.
That's nothing wrong with that. What's the real anger behind these laws? What is it? You can't get food stamps. You can't. Pretend that you're white.
No.
And put your baby here together.
From the map.
No, I'm fucking being honest.
From the map, it looks like what's going to happen is all of the people who are being policed, right, will be in one area, and all of the other people will be in a different area. The people who will be doing the policing will be from the other area, from one area, and the people who are getting policed are from a different area. So what's happening is there's a line being drawn in the sand,
babe,
and all of the black people are being told you have to go by these new rules that we're putting in place.
I got you. You hear what I'm saying though to that?
And the rulers who are being put in place, you don't live where they live, so you can't elect any to change any of the new rules that we're putting in place.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You saying a lot of shit about what we can't do. You and the rest of them niggas down there.
I'm telling you.
You saying a lot of shit.
What they're
I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm saying if y'all gonna keep on accepting it and crying about it, then they should hang you niggas. Why is that wrong that I'm being honest? If you too weak and you're gonna let them put that rope around your neck, you should be hung. It's nothing to take out 2 people and 3 people trying to kill you. You can kill fucking 2 before that last one gets you. If you don't have that mentality, if you don't have that mindset and that mentality that if I'm going down, I'm taking most of y'all with me, and you just let the rope get put around your neck, you let them spit in your face. I ain't never liked Martin. I never liked Dr. King, ever. I've never written no story about Dr. King for any of my school projects because I've always felt like he is the reason why we as a people have been destroyed. But y'all love Dr. King, the only nigga y'all talk about. He sat in that diner and let them white people spit on them. They let them put holes on them. And they begged the world to marry them motherfuckers. I wouldn't follow that nigga. And y'all still, with y'all slow-witted mind, are still following that same dumbass mentality that got us in this mess in the first place. I do not agree with mixed breeding, regardless if I have mixed breeds in my family. I do not agree with destroying the bloodline. People are going to do what they want. We can't control that. I'm telling you what I believe. And I believe if you let the fucking devil in the house, you can't fucking cry about what happened. You can't. And every time they always gonna seem like they trustworthy and they there for you and they gonna protect you. Let one moment where they need to survive, and it's between you and that one. They will cook you themselves and they will serve your legs up as fucking lunch. And I'm telling you this because one of them motherfuckers told me point blank, everything and everybody is for sale. Now you take that shit the way you want. If y'all want to keep crying about we can't be with them, then I don't want you with me. You too dumb. You too in the past. And you need to tap the fuck into your ancestors and get the truth. Because you is the fuck clouded with your fucking yams that y'all put 14 bags of sugar in fucking 3 potatoes so you can have some candied yams. Your stupid ass with your overweight thinking, and I don't give a fuck who I'm pissing off. You go back to your kitchen and you put those 15 bags of processed white sugar on 4 potatoes and call that shit candy yams and then keep on waiting for them motherfuckers to include you. I don't want you. You can't fight. You don't know how to strategize and you're weak. And you're weak. And I'm not fucking saying this about fat people because the fuck I was fat. 278 pounds, but I can't do no war that fat. I can't think straight that fat because all I want to do is eat more fat. So if you stop eating all the fucking processed sugar and the fucking sodas and drinking they fucking water, you could think about the greatness that this new Jim Crow law has just given you. The opportunity to take them away from your magic. They can't survive without your magic. They can't breathe or think without your magic. Y'all dummies talking about black girl magic. We are just magic. When you put black on there, you say it ain't no magic. I can't believe y'all crying about this shit. You better think about it. Go take a fucking walk and think about it. You really sad about this shit. You better get your motherfucking weapons together. You better not turn none of your guns in for peace and prosperity. You better learn what a gun trust is and put all your weapons in that shit. Please, as much as I love you, Rashida, and everybody else, don't ever send me no videos or no literature about us crying about not being a part of the white collective. Because you ain't going to like my response. I want Jim Crow laws to be enacted everywhere because I'm ready. I don't want them nowhere near our intellectual property. And if those laws is enacted, then y'all is going to void out y'all contracts, dummy. But you ain't thinking that deep. You ain't thinking that deep. If these laws are in, you free nigga. You a free nigga. Like Kanye said, slavery is a choice. You are choosing to be slaves, but I'm not. So go cry about your 13th Amendment. Then they telling you these motherfuckers is so much better than us. They so much different than us. They not human. They got to be superheroes, supernatural. So we can't come up with the same designations or ideas and shit with them. How could we do that? We better than them. And I know it's white people on here watching me, and that's cool. And I'm not going to apologize for what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is 100% true for me. If you believe that your people are superior, good on you. Because if your people were so superior, you wouldn't have to kill us so much and convince us to kill each other. What you scared of? Y'all better think about that fucking Jim Crow law. Think about it. That's our freedom. And just like you can't look in their face, if they look in your face, that means fucking war. Mississippi, do y'all know what the fuck is in the water that's there for you to use? Do you know? Do you know if you pick the dirt up from the soil, take it home with you with a little bit of leaves. Sleep with that shit, nigga. And you pull back your power. Look how dumb, look how simple that shit is. Soil and leaves. Akashic records, remembering your power. And then a motherfucker to come look at you and try to walk in the door, in the front door. They can't even walk in y'all back doors. And I know y'all niggas got some businesses there. If y'all can't go in a business, they can't come in the back door of yours. They can't order your shit through DoorDash. I can't believe you just read that shit. That's why I don't read. Read made me mad. I can't believe they mad about this shit. I'm gonna get off of here because I need to calm the fuck down. I can't believe they crying over this shit. You really need to be in the same presence as white people? You need that shit that bad? You need to marry them? The only people that's gonna suffer from this is you niggas that keep on fucking marrying these white bitches that look like the fuck. Who the fuck done it? They ain't got no form, no shape, and you having sex with them and eating their pussy. That's an abomination to us black women. And you crying about this Jim Crow law. You fucking with these ugly mutt-looking ass white people. You don't even go get no dime ass bitches and then have a baby with that bitch so your kids can be cute. Y'all have these fucking kids that look strange. They look strange. That's not fucking cute. That's strange. And you crying because you can't make no more strange babies. Fuck all that. Call me with power. I mean that shit. This shit pissed me off. I ain't eaten my oatmeal yet.